Hello there. My apologies on not posting lately. A lot of life has been happening. We moved. I had a birthday. I got a job back here in Bloomington Normal, actually, where I moved for the first time in 2006. I think at that point, I was 5 years into chasing that dream job. But this time, in moving to Bloomington Normal, I wasn't moving for work. I wasn't moving to get a better job or have a better paycheck. I wasn't moving for my career. This time, moving was for something much more important, something bigger than that. This time, this move was for love. So I thought about in this video taking the time to kind of like get you up to date with my story, as I know you know me, maybe my name, but do you know who I am? Do you know what I'm into? Do you know what It's windy. I thought about taking a little time to tell you about my life's journey, because I know you may know me or who I am. Come on, wind. Come on, wind. What you doing, brother? I thought about taking a little time in this video to kind of get you up to speed on my story, who I am. Although you may know who I am, you may know my name and what I've done. Do you really know what I've been through, what I've experienced? What is my story that has brought me to come here? To be fair, if I was going to do that, I'd have to dig up a ton of pictures that I think are all underneath a pile of everything I own in a pod somewhere in Illinois. So I'm not going to be able to do that in this video. In the meantime, I am able to tell you what's going on since we were last together and what brought me back to Bloomington Normal. In order to kind of get there, I have to go back 11 years and tell you about how I met my wife when I was on my way out of Bloomington Normal, headed to St. Louis. And for those 11 years, we have always traveled back and forth to see each other. Whether it was in Chicago or St. Louis, we became the king and queen of I-55. Obviously, my wife during that time did not want to be away from her son any more than she had to. So when she had custody of him, we wanted to make sure we had a place here in Bloomington Normal, a place obviously they can go to school from, they can hang out at, a place where when she has custody of Keaton, she can be here in Bloomington Normal. And other times she would be with me in St. Louis or in Chicago. We wanted to make sure he still had a place so he could go to school, he could see his friends, he could still have as close to a normal life as possible. And that is now my home as well. That's where I live. It's where we just moved to at the end of June.
And you know who else got a job? Keaton. He now has a job and a bank account and his driver's license, passed the test on the first try. Man, he's growing up so fast. Oh man, my car insurance is gonna go up. You know, I got asked a really good question the other day. Someone said, where do you want to be? And I had to really think about that. I mean, location-wise, I was thinking, and then it dawned that where it is doesn't matter as long as I get to be with my family. You know, my parents are celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary coming up in October. I haven't seen them in, I think, over 2 years. Between everything that happened in the last year and a half and living 600 to 700 miles away from them, it wasn't easy to get back there, but I'm looking forward to seeing them. A lot of people thought that I was moving back to Michigan because I did mention going back and seeing friends and to get a hold of me if you'll be around in October. But it's just I'm going to visit to say hello to my family who I haven't seen in so long and celebrate the 50th wedding anniversary. If you're a friend of mine, consider this an invitation on October 3rd. We're planning on inviting a lot of their old friends from high school. They grew up and went to school in the area in Saginaw. So I'm looking forward to reaching out to some people that maybe they haven't seen in a long time, and really some that I haven't seen in a long time. I've got a lot of friends that, know my parents as well. So I'm looking forward to getting back to those things that really mattered before I set off chasing some stupid dream, thinking that was everything. I mean, do I want to get back to the mitten? Absolutely. I miss my friends. I want to see their children. I've not met them, their families. It's crazy how much has happened in the time that I've been gone, but I am really looking forward to reconnecting with those things that matter most. It's crazy to see like some of your best friends have kids and get married, and you're watching it just from far away. It's very cool to see, but I can't wait to see them in person and hug them I'm not a hugger, but even I miss hugs. I feel like those things I need to make a priority now. My family is what's most important to me right now. I used to be someone who said, jump on your career when you're young. I do really feel like youth is when you are hungriest, when you are most energetic and passionate about the things that you love to do. So I don't regret setting off on my path early in life, but if I could do it all again, I would probably cut out at least 25 to 30% more time for family and friends and actually forming something real rather than creating all the things that I did that are all really gone now. I thought that all my creativity and all the work I was doing is going to be my legacy and it will live on. And it was stupid songs. Like, what was I thinking? I don't know. I used to think, put your career first and the rest will fall into place. But the more I get older, the more I realize, put your happiness first and just let the rest happen. That's kind of where I am right now. Someone asked me the other day, am I trying to get a full-time job at the radio station? I mean, if there is one, I'm not trying to take anybody's job. I know that this business is stupid like that. And if I want to get a job, unless there's an opening, someone's going to lose their job. I don't want that. I don't even know if I want my own show right now. That stress and that anxiety of performing something it's got my name on it doesn't feel great right now. So I'm really enjoying where I'm at just now and being here. For like 24 years, I felt like I was chasing the great gig in the sky. Someday it'll come and solve all our problems. I don't know. I've been neglecting those constants, the family, the friends. Those are the things that I need to focus on. That is so important. We're not stressing about work anymore. We're not worrying about a job anymore. I'm a capable worker. It'll happen. Chasing a gig, that part of my life is over. I've got everything I need here. So once we get through the next month, I'm working like 6 days a week. And that includes some part-time work as well. I've been filling in here in the B104 studio for a week or two. One day someone is sick, the next week someone's on vacation, that kind of thing. Just filling in while people take time off now that they're actually letting people come back to work now. You may have heard me or seen me on my Instagram story. If you haven't yet, make sure you follow your boy on the gram. I absolutely hate myself for saying that. But I've been trying to take some time to learn all of this stuff again. It's been a couple of months since I've been in the studio. And, I don't want to screw it up. And I also didn't want to be like, hey, guys, listen to me while I learn how to walk again live on the radio. So pardon me for the lack of updates. I'm sorry that I haven't updated a video or anything in a little while. Life has been happening. And honestly, I've been loving the feeling that comes with this. Rolling into the studio on a Saturday morning, 2 minutes before I'm supposed to go on the air. Not turning on the lights in the studio. The vibe. It's been about getting comfortable again in a studio for me. I was out of it for a couple of months. And honestly, the way it ended left me with some self-doubts. Confidence is important when you do what I do, what we do. Some days you don't feel like saying, hey, look at me, listen to me. I think that's normal. I think everybody goes through that. Maybe I'm weird, but I'm more and more comfortable every day with where I am and who I am and what I'm doing. At least when it comes to being in here, hitting the right buttons, making sure the commercials play, that kind of thing. Without any commercials, unfortunately, there's no money to pay me to do any of this, or anybody for that matter. But I'm learning how this thing works, and it's different at every radio station. They all have a different program that does all the same things, or a different board that does all the same things, or different numbers and letters that you have to say, little catchphrases. You don't want to go on the air and say the wrong radio station. I've worked at quite a few. It's a possibility at this point. You could choose from 20 different places I've been. But I'm getting back into the stride of being on the air again, performing, and making sure I don't hit the wrong buttons. I'm learning new things every day. I just found out this is a touchscreen. I had no idea. Cool. However, I am also going to be here. This is the WJBC AM 1230 studio in Bloomington, Illinois.
I've never done talk radio. To be honest, I'm very nervous, but I'm also very excited. A challenge I have not yet faced. I've always said that some topics are off limits. They're just too dividing of people. It's politics, religion, and Taylor Swift. Usually when you mention one of those three things on the radio, half of your audience goes away. It's just a rule I've had. I feel like when you talk about any of those things, you automatically lose half of your audience, right? Regardless of what you say about it, either way you lean on a lot of those topics, half of the people who could be listening are going to just go the opposite direction because they disagree on those topics. I've always, because of that, just shied away from discussing those things. So I hope I can make it fun. Regardless, I'm excited to be working on this legendary station. I get to host the Ag Hour, y'all. We're talking agriculture. What you need to know about them pork belly futures? I got you. But in reality, it's nice to feel useful again. A few people are going to be taking some vacation here, and I'm going to be filling in the afternoons from 2 to 6, the week of July 19th and the week of August, the first week of August. I will be on the air on WJBC. So I have no idea what I'll be doing or what I'll be talking about, but I am looking forward to hopefully having some fun again in the studio. You know, I actually started this YouTube channel thinking that wherever I did end up, whatever show I end up doing, the end game would be going live on YouTube, doing the show live, having everyone able to not only hear but see the show as it happens. I've been working for that for a very long time, so I don't know if it's going to happen in any of these fill-in spots. To be fair, that's endgame stuff. We're still in phase 1. We're still building. But now, I don't even know if I want to have my own show. I'm not sure if I'm in a place right now mentally where I want to be facing that anxiety again. I'm kind of enjoying this right now. Either way, we have a very long journey ahead of us. If you did want to listen, though, they do have an app. You can look up the WJBC app. You can go to WJBC.com. They actually just put this AM news talk station on the FM dial as well here in Central Illinois at 102.1 FM and 12:30 AM. So if you do want to listen, I'm not going to encourage you to listen to my first day, because I'm pretty sure that's going to be like a car accident, just a car wreck waiting to happen. But maybe you're one of those people that drives by a car accident and stares at it the whole time. Maybe listening would be perfect for you. I don't know. Maybe you'll love it. Either way, I'm happy you're here. Feels like home.
And for the next month, this is home. Yeah, I requested to be here. This is my wife's walk-in closet, also known as my nerd cave, temporarily. At the end of August, we will move into our new space. I'm so excited to have a new home, a new place to be able to record videos and stream and get to work on stuff. You know, while I was unemployed, a great friend of mine, Aaron, thank you, Aaron, if you're watching, for reaching out and offering some work. I was able to edit podcasts, record commercials. I'm still a SAG-AFTRA member. If you have a station that, I don't know, needs somebody to fill in, call me. But I'm very much looking forward to having a larger space, a nerd cave to call home once again. Something I hadn't thought about that I'm so grateful for now in making this change is that I get to wake up next to my wife every day. And I know some folks might be like, it's normal, but I've had everything but a normal life. And I hope to show you what I mean here on this channel and throughout the time you're with me, because I honestly, I don't know if I've properly illustrated who I am, what's important to me ever when it comes to what I've done for work. I've always had the mindset, like, it's not about me, right? We got people to entertain. We got stories to tell. We've got songs to play. But I think that's something that a lot of people take for granted, that normal life, waking up next to your husband or wife, whatever it is, every day. And a lot of people have said, yeah, it's not what you think it is. But you know what's not what you think it is? The abnormal life. You think you're going to have more fun? It's lonely. Take it from someone who, by all accounts, dedicated 24 years to his career and ignored the rest. Don't take that for granted. Don't take those things like waking up next to a loved one for granted. Trust me. I've said this already a couple of times, I know, but there are only a few constants in this world, and work is not one of them. But I feel like family is. Shit, did this just become a Fast and the Furious meme? I've never seen any of those movies. This video is over. I definitely did not mean to turn it into a goddamn meme.